right. Hey, First Christian, good morning. It is Wednesday. It's about 9:15 in the morning, and busy day, busy things that are happening around here. It's always good to know. It's good to see things moving in the same direction, moving in a different direction. It's good to see momentum, and that's one of the things that I was trying to help us to understand and see is that things are moving here at First Christian. You take a look. We of course miss everybody who has not been attending, but I'm so glad that you're still able to see this on Facebook. You're able to watch and stay at home and stay there to be safe, which is really, really good. Is it too loud? Is it bad? We're having problems. So, yeah, that's loud. That's bad. That's bad. Is it bad? Okay. At home, I'm gonna finish this up, but we seem to be having some sort of feedback coming through or whatever. How is it at your location? How is it on your computer? How is it on your phone? How is it on your tablet? Let us know, because there might be something that we have to do to try to get this corrected. We've been hearing there's been some sort of hum or buzz that's been happening with things. So we were working on it this morning. I don't know. Anyway, it may be that we have to turn the main down again. You know what I mean? So let me do that. I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to turn the main down and see if that impacts it a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to keep talking. But anyway, momentum is happening. You can see it. There's things that are going on, and which is really, really good. The mains aren't that high, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it down a little bit. Does that help it any? So we're just going to keep turning it down just a little bit to see if that noise goes away. It doesn't go away. I'm almost all gone. All right, so I'm going to go back up. So we're going to go back to this level here. Anyway, we're going to try. We're going to try working. So anyway, so momentum is happening, which is great. Also, want to make sure that you know that the Valentine's Day Luncheon, which is Sunday, February 13th, you need tickets. They're $5 a piece, so please go ahead and see the youth group or activities to help and purchase so that we have that Valentine's Day, which is awesome. Then, also, this week, we are looking at Titus, and Titus is very small. There's only 3 chapters, so I would ask you to also read Philemon, which in most Bibles, you just turn the page, and it's there. It's one little section. Paul writing to Titus, and of course this is along the same lines as Timothy, where he's writing to a fellow preacher, a fellow teacher, and he's trying to get him to understand some things, but there's still something that's happening in the churches that he's trying to correct, and this is where church discipline comes in. And we don't like to talk about church discipline. We don't think that we should be doing it. There's a lot of thought process out there now, especially nowadays, where no, we don't do that. No, we don't do that. Well, the Bible says to do it, so we do it. But look at Titus chapter 3, and it says this, starting in verse 9, it says, "But avoid foolish controversies and genealogies and arguments and quarrels about the law, because these are unprofitable and useless." So here he's saying, listen, those things don't matter in the grand scheme of things. Those are Old Testament things. Those are the Jewish Christians are saying, no, we need these things, and we got to follow this and follow that. He's like, don't listen to those things. Those are foolishness. Those are arguments, and we don't need to follow those practices, and we got to move forward with the scriptures. And then he says this: warn a divisive person once, and then warn them a second time. So if there's a person who's divisive, and so we look at what would that be nowadays? What would that be? Take a look at maybe some traditions. Maybe it's the music. Maybe it's clothes. Maybe it's dress. Maybe it's whatever. And we can have our own opinion about things, but we can't be divisive in that mindset in those conversations. And then he goes on and says, and after that, have nothing to do with them. You may be sure that such people are warped and sinful. They are self-condemned. So it's a body. It's a family, and we've got to stick together as a family. And so we got to make sure that we're focused on the right things so that we can grow in the right way. It's not about these, it's about this. Stay focused. All right, love you guys, and we will see you Sunday. And hopefully, Lord willing, we'll have something special at the end of the service. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.